Okay, so I have been asked to make a part 2 to my video before. Okay, I will go ahead and read that now. Okay, this is part 2 of the real story of Cammy and what she has been doing in attacking the fandom. What I forgot to mention about Jennifer Bell, she changed her name the third time to Ibo Stace when Mike looked at his block list. Right before that name changed, Heather couldn't handle the drama that Cammy was causing in Mike's group and being attacked all of the time. Cammy used a fake account to impersonate Mike. Can you please go? This is important. Heather knew that wasn't really him and was sending all that stuff to him about what fake him was saying. Well, finally she left Mike's group and defriended Mike and befriended Cammy, thinking she wasn't behind all of the attacks. So Mike and Heather parted ways. Now, about this time I got a feeling something wasn't right with my sister. So on December 20th, 2010, I called her. She was in tears, on the verge of a breakdown. Cammy, in the guise of Jennifer Bell, was trying to get her to commit suicide by throwing our mother's suicide in her face over and over. I tried to reason with this Jennifer Bell, only to be attacked immediately. I began talking to Cammy in her real guise, thinking that she was being bullied by Jennifer Bell, same as my sister. I bought into her I'm all innocent and pious act at first, thinking she really was depressed. I found out that she suffers from schizophrenia and Munchausen's by internet, as diagnosed by a doctor and self-admitted by her, and is not happy unless she is causing complete mayhem. She would keep me on the phone for 10 to 12 hours a day, and on the net about that long too. She would get very angry if I had to leave to run a chore, like take my daughter to school or pick her up, or have to take care of my infant son. Recently, she accused me of caring more about my children than her and called me a selfish pig for caring more about them than her. Well, yeah, what mother wouldn't? After all, they are my flesh and blood. She isn't. Anyway, back to January and February. We tried to reintegrate Cammy back into the friendship, but she kept using her fake Facebook accounts to attack others and kept reading into what wasn't really there to continue to keep the fighting going. As I said before, Cammy isn't happy unless there is fighting going on. The last day I was friends with her, my husband had banned me from talking to her on the phone, and she had Mitchell Hamilton ban me from More Phenomenal. I haven't had a desire to go back to that group since. Cammy continues her attacks, even creating 4 fake Misty Henry accounts, 4 fake Heather Ray accounts, and multitudes of other fake accounts, framing other victims of my friends, Mike, Frodo, and Allison included, and even her friend Cheyenne. Cammy's friend Cheyenne, that is. By that time, no one was friends with Cammy, not me or Heather. I met up with Mike on YouTube after he heard what happened. We talked, and he explained the situation with her bullshit, and he gave me the names of the accounts she has used to attack, to block them all. Well, there was another week that was going on, when Melody Perkins, a Power Rangers actress from Power Rangers in Space and Lost Galaxy, who got involved forcibly by Cammy. In other words, she didn't want to get involved. Cammy forced her into it. According to what Mike saw, Melody was confused about what was going on, and then at one point he saw Melody posting on her wall stating that someone else is doing the attacks and not Cammy. Mike stepped in and private chatted with Melody to say that it's all Cammy and no one else. Melody refused to listen at the time. Mike didn't want to argue with her since she's an actress. Finally, Melody said she didn't want to hear it anymore, and Mike just gave up. Well, Mike went to bed. Please get out of your brother's high chair now. And someone else stepped in and was talking to Melody about the situation, trying to tell her the truth. This lasted until 3 a.m. Well, it finally all got solved. Please stop that. And Melody believed, please stop that, I'm on the camera. Believed us and removed Cammy from her friends list for good. The day after this, Cammy messaged Mike telling him that Heather, me, and Melody can all burn in hell, etc., and wished bad things upon us and stated now that would be a Merry Christmas. Aurora. Enough. She also started talking to trash to Mike, stating he is not human and should go back to planet whatever, not getting into full detail. While Cammy supposedly tried to bring peace with him and settle things, only Mike didn't know it, Cammy explained what happened that day, stating she's at a hotel with a friend, and her friend called her away with all the mess. Whatever. Her usual bullshit. Mike just blocked her. Okay. Also at Christmas, Cammy accused Heather, Mike, and me of walking hundreds of miles in a single night to steal her presents and walking hundreds of miles back in a single night to get on our computers and what have you. She also later on accused Heather and me of walking hundreds of miles in a single night to kidnap her brother and sister from school. I'm now actually doubting whether she really does have a brother and sister or a mother or stepfather. There's evidence that they don't exist. Okay. There was a friend named Autumn Osborne that Melody told Mike about. They became friends. She explained to us that Cammy has been doing this for nearly a year. One of Mike's friends warned us that Cammy created a new YouTube account, the Miki-chan, and used that account to call someone a hacker as usual. Well, when Mike checked out that channel, he saw someone that was friends with her, 12 Dude James. Wonder who that is. This 12 Dude James eventually talked Heather and I into making peace and talking with Cammy, hence January and February, where she was pretending to be our friend. All the time she was attacking us using fake in-source variation YouTube accounts, framing Mike. I tried to listen to Mike's side until I blocked Mike for posting my phone number. I now know it was actually Cammy posting my phone number. We now know that Cammy was all the in-sources and 12 Dude James. Cammy used her James Brown persona on Facebook to gain access to my Yahoo email account by asking me an apparently honest question. I got a bad feeling, checked it out, and Cammy had hacked it using my answer to James, then placed her information in my account, aaronponies26@gmail.com. I quickly regained control and deleted the email listing, then told the group about it. About that time, Cammy went absolutely crazy and began attacking everyone, and had Mitchell ban everyone, which, like a patsy, he did, without talking to anyone or hearing their sides or asking questions. Now, in my last video, I mentioned this one group is known as More Phenomenal. Mike was added to that group by a friend. He checked the group out and just stayed. Well, the morphing group chat glowed red, meaning someone is talking. He checked it out, and the person who was talking was blank and no name. He found out it was Cammy. He decided to stay in the group and watch what she says, even blocking people in case if Cammy was talking bad about him and making everyone think he is an enemy. Then both James Brown and I were added to the group. Well, things were already happening. Cammy was making a fuss in the group, with the group owner stating people are trying to cause problems. Well, the group owner removed some people, including the person who added Mike. Then it all started. Drama. Cammy gets on a fake account to impersonate Mike, making it look like he is attacking Cammy and others, and stating that Cammy should die, hacking the group. Well, the group owner removes the fake account and bans it. On the morning of January 31st, 2011 rather, on Sunday, Mike gets up around after 11 a.m. and gets on Facebook. He sees someone attacking the group. Someone is impersonating him using his picture. He immediately blocks that person. He reads every comment that fake him is saying. Cammy begins attacking everyone, and while we were trying to calm her down, she's getting even more worked up. There's no reasoning with her. She begins attacking us, saying she is Chris Funaro, aka Dar Mayhem from Powtall. We now know that persona was also Cammy. Unhappy unless she's attacking people, causing mayhem, and just plain torturing people online. She is a mega cyberbully. Now keep in mind, I have every chat log saved. You see, these are all chat logs and messages I have saved after all the things Cammy has said and done. 1 second, I will show you. This huge book is what I have saved.